Good morning. It's our last day today. Sad times. We're just heading up to breakfast. It's about 7:30, 7:40. And it snowed. And it's pretty slippery. But here we are, Santa Fe. This is the Sally building. You can see, there's Sally. Just there. And then there's also a Mater and a Lightning McQueen building. It's a little vending machine snack station. And we're in one of the riverside rooms, so the furthest away. But we're not far at all from the main building and La Cantina, which is the buffet restaurant, which is where we're going to now. We've decided to try out the shuttle bus. So we're gonna see how manic it is. Our friend said it wasn't too bad yesterday, so we're gonna try it today. Okay, the bus was crazy. We prefer to walk. Good morning.
Morning.
Snow day. We are just at Disneyland Hotel. Oh my gosh. If I don't fall over, it will be a miracle.
Stop jinxing it.
Will just told me not to slip over and to be careful, and I immediately slipped. I didn't fall. But yeah.
Careful.
It's so magical in the snow.
Careful.
I am being careful.
Careful.
Look at this. So they're doing a lot of work on this hotel. As you can see, there's roofs being redone, windows being taken out over there. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Oh my gosh, it's snowing so much.
Collecting in Hudson's Hood.
He's so happy. Magical. It's snowing. It's snowing.
I hate snow.
There you go.
It gets in my mouth.
To go on Buzz.
Is it the bus?
Yeah. All right, let's go on Buzz then. Was it good?
You gonna spin?
You're spinning.
Can you go the other way? Spin, spin.
Was that fun?
Mission accomplished, Space Ranger.
And have a look.
It's been an honor serving with you. Share the status board and determine your rank.
So we just did Buzz it again.
We do it again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
So then, shall we go and look in the shops or something then? Well, we found the best way to play the Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, you don't win any points.
No, but you got to get yourself a toddler to steer because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It adds
spend
an
most of the
extra
time-
level of difficulty.
You spend most of the time staring at a blank wall.
Yeah. We'll catch you after, yeah. Yeah. And you kind of jerk back and forwards like this. It's quite funny. Yeah, should we go and have a walk around and see what we can find? Good job.
I'll go and try and get your pram out.
Yeah, this little one, he loves Buzz. He has seen like some of the Toy Story films. But this is kind of a new thing since we've been here, right?
Yeah.
He loves that ride. Do you love Buzz?
Again.
You want to do it again? Should we do it later?
Again.
I'm thinking later. We've done Buzz like, what, 6, 7, 8 times?
I think 6 times.
I don't know. There's a lot. We've done it every day, multiple times every day. Unfortunately, because of the snow, pretty much everything is closed. Buzz is the only thing in Discoveryland that's open. Weirdly, I thought this was called Tomorrowland, but I've just seen the sign that says Discoveryland. So I don't know if that's like from the American parks. I don't know. Is it just Disneyland Paris where it's Discoveryland, or are there other Discoverylands?
The Frontierland has suddenly got a lot colder.
The Wild West in the snow.
Don't slip onto your backside.
Oh my gosh.
This is why it's only a 5-minute wait. You walk past all the dead people
That's awful.
that are frozen.
It's so slippery. Whew. Heading on to Big Thunder Mountain. It's a 5-minute wait, which is the lowest we've seen it all trip. And we're trying really hard not to slip over. Oh my gosh, it's so slippery. I'm walking so weirdly because my shoes are really slippery. Luckily, it's a short enough queue that we are in the inside bit and don't have to wait out in the snow. Even though the snow is beautiful, it's very cold. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we went on Big Thunder Mountain and Hyperspace Mountain. I didn't film on either of them. I kind of wish I did on Big Thunder Mountain now. I didn't know how fast it was and I was scared to lose my phone. But yeah, we're just walking back to meet the rest of our group. So I've got Captain Hook over there. We are heading to Pirates. Check out the icicles. Whoa.
D'une gorge. Suis-je bien clair?
No, we're not eating here because it's really expensive, but we're just having a nose. This is the Cinderella restaurant. So we've come into the Christmas shop in the castle. And we're just having a look around. Look how pretty it is in here. It's so fun. I'm pretty sure this is open all year round and always Christmassy. Look at these Mickey baubles. And these ones here with Mickey and Minnie in the snow. They're so cute.
Beep. Beep.
Beep. Is that a Mickey chair?
Beep, 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 beep. Kids.
You having biscuits? We're just having some lunch in Hakuna Matata. Yeah, Will's gone to get lunch. And Hudson's having some biscuits.
Big kids.
We don't have long left in the parks, just probably a couple of hours. I'm not sure what the time is actually. I think it's about 12:30. We want to be out around 3. Unfortunately, our Eurostar, because of the strikes, the train strikes in London, our Eurostar is leaving like 2 hours early almost, or an hour and a half early. So yeah, we've got to be out a little bit earlier than we anticipated, but all our luggage, we did the Disney Express. That's delightful. Can you stop showing your food? We can take that away. The Disney Express service is really, really good. We were able to drop off our luggage this morning when we went into breakfast, and then yeah, haven't had to worry about it all day. We'll just collect it when we go on the train. Nice and easy. So yeah, quick stop at Hakuna Matata's for lunch. I say quick stop, it was quite quiet when we came in, but now it's manic. Hopefully it won't be too long. We did manage to get on Big Thunder Mountain and Hyperspace Mountain this morning, which was really good. They were like the last 2 main ones that we really wanted to do. The only one that we would have liked to have done that we didn't was Crush's Coaster, but that was just absolutely ridiculous waits. So we'll come again and we'll do it next time, but that wasn't like, we were more concerned with doing the mountains than Crush's Coaster. So yeah, it's been a whirlwind. It's been a whirlwind, but it's been so amazing, and probably the beginning of a Disney park obsession, I think, because we're going on our honeymoon to Disney World next year, but that's just going to be Will and I, because we have some very lovely family who are going to take Hudson for a couple of weeks, so we can have that Disney experience as adults, because I think the experience that you have with young kids is so totally different from the experience that you have as adults, and just means we get to go on all the rides together and things like that. So, and then we'll just have to take you back. We'll have to take you back to Disney World. Have you had fun at Disneyland? Yeah? Did you like it?
The tunnel.
The tunnel?
The tunnel.
Yeah. What was your favourite ride at Disneyland?
Mommy.
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
The tunnel.
Donald.
Oh.
Yeah, did you see Donald?
There.
Yeah.
Oh.
We saw Donald in the parades. And did you meet Mickey? Did you give Mickey a hug? Yeah, you gave him a cuddle? Yeah. And we met Goofy. Did you meet? Yeah, you met Mickey. We were so lucky. I can't remember if I've said this or not.
Cuddle.
Yeah, you had a cuddle with Mickey.
Yeah.
That was nice, wasn't it?
And nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we got back to the hotel last night and Mickey was there doing a meet and greet. And I mean, it was like a 20-minute wait or something. Which I was thinking, well, that's a long time. But then I remembered, like, in the park, it's like 120 minutes. So we just did it. We waited in the queue. We got to meet Mickey. It was very exciting. And yeah, we saw Goofy at the hotel as well. Hey, hey, hey. Whoa. On your bottom, please. So yeah, if you do stay at Santa Fe, they tend to be there. The carriages tend to be just inside the reception building. Quite late at night. I think sort of they try and time it for when people get back from the parks. What are you doing?
It's a baby got baby.
So yeah, I would try and just have a look after you come back from the parks, just duck into the reception area where check-in is, because quite often they're up there when you go through the main doors at the front. I need to hold on to you because you're standing up. Baby. Alright, I gotta go. Try and see the characters. We forgot to film our food. But we got Mickey cakes. We wanted the 30th anniversary one, didn't we? They were sold out. But Hudson, we gave him a couple of our chips because he's obsessed with chips. He's not really eating. He's got vegetables and chicken bites. He's just pushing them around. But he's not even eating his chips, so I don't think he's very hungry. We had chicken strips and chips. Pretty nice. Bye Disneyland. See you again soon. So, I got some New Ears on the last day. We've just come to the station to get the Eurostar. Our train was originally like 6 p.m. and then because of the rail strikes in London, it was like 4:46 p.m. And nobody has told us until we left the parks and come into the station that it's been delayed until 5:30. So we could have had like almost an extra hour in the parks, which is okay. But Will and I both have the app. Our friends that we're traveling with have the app, and we've all got notifications turned on. They've got our details, and nobody bothered to send an update. So that's annoying. We actually found out from some other passengers, and then yeah, when we went to go get our bags, we found out it was true. So that's super fun. But it's all good. We'll just get our bags and wait and maybe get something to eat. We've also just found out that there's no food on our train due to a technical issue. I'm not sure what that technical issue is. Probably, you know, the warmers or something would have happened. It's not a big deal. It's not a long journey. We've got snacks. But yeah, not going super well so far. But I'll let you know how we go. So we got on the train. We're very lucky to have gotten on the train because not everyone made it on. We have heard that there are a lot of people who got left behind. I don't know exactly what happened, but basically they were told that they needed to find somewhere to stay for the night, which is horrible. So I'm feeling really lucky that we got on the train. However, we were put in the most random seats, separated from each other. Everybody, none of the seats that we booked stayed. Everyone got put in random seats. Groups, like families, got split up. There's a lady in our carriage who is on her own, and all of her family are in a different carriage. We're very lucky because that lady very kindly swapped seats with me so that I could sit next to Will and Hudson.
Mommy,
and then nobody...
Mommy.
Yes, my darling? yeah, so nobody, when the train left, nobody was in the seat. So we got a table, which is what we had originally booked.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. This Eurostar will make an extra stop at the station at Lille, Europe. During this stop, please don't try to open the doors. Thank you.
Yeah, we're stopping at Lille. I feel sorry for all the people who have been left behind. It's really horrific, and I couldn't imagine being in that position. So I just hope, like, it's snowing.
Can you sit down, please?
It's really, really cold. I hope that everybody has been able to find somewhere. And I really hope that Eurostar helped them.
Thank you.
Yeah, just happy to be going home, to be honest. Not happy to be leaving Disney, but glad we got on the train. Exhausted. We are driving home from the station. I can't remember the last time I updated you. I don't know.
It was a manic journey home.
It's just been crazy, and
The strikes in the UK
affected everything.
Affected everything. The Eurostar, they just got really panicky because they were worried
They had to, the signal staff and stuff like that. They had to leave by a certain time, but they didn't open check-in early enough, and then
they left.
It was
a load
just
of passengers.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly is true, but and I can't remember if I've said this already, but someone told us that they left 300 passengers behind in France. Which I feel so sorry for them. Sorry, it's so bright. I do not even, I can't imagine how we would have felt if that was us.
And it's just
There are people with really young kids and babies that have been stuck there, and just the police came to the station and just told them to move on.
Cleared them off. They said, go to Paris.
You have to leave and find a hotel. And Eurostar have said that they will compensate them for their hotel, but not everyone can just afford, after a Disney trip, to go and pay an extra couple €100 or more.
Yeah. Because it wasn't like if you stayed next to Disney, like the
Disney
next
is
train
really
wasn't
expensive. Yeah.
And the next train wasn't due until
Friday. 2 days.
So you've got 2
you
days
have to
worth
pay.
Plus food.
Plus, you can't just sit in a hotel with young kids all day.
You may not, like the simplest things, like you may not have brought enough like undies or stuff like that with you.
Yeah, just lots of little things. I am just in shock still over what happened and the way that it happened.
Yeah.
They just literally placed the barrier, like, stop.
They
That's
stopped.
it. Mid-queue.
Mid-queue, there was 10 people. Apparently, this is what we were told on the train by someone who was like before this cut-off point, and the security guard just came up, put his arm basically where a family finished.
Yeah, and that was it.
And they said, that's it.
That's it. That's all that can fit on. And then they said, okay, well, you have 10 minutes. They let 10 more people through, and said you have 10 minutes to get on the train, otherwise it's leaving without you. And so they were sprinting.
Get through
customs, through everything, through security.
Yeah. And security at Disney is not easy because, like,
you got to take all your stuff apart.
Like for us, we had to get Hudson out the pram, fold the pram down, put the pram through the security, which was perfectly fine because we were like.
That's fine because we weren't
like ahead of the queue. Like we got there and the guys, this is where it all went wrong. They told us the departure had been brought forwards to 16:49, and they said get there an hour and a half before. So we did that.
We got there at 3, or just like 10 past 3.
The guys at the station said your train's been delayed you might as well go and have a walk around and come back in.
Yeah,
in
they're like,
45
oh,
minutes
don't
to an hour."
worry, check-in's not going to open until 4.
Yeah.
Just go have a walk around. And for some reason, I don't know why, but we were so lucky, we decided, no, let's just get our luggage and sit down so we don't have to do it later.
Yeah, so
we got our luggage and we sat, and then eventually where we were sitting, which was
became the queue
a little bit, quite a bit further down, past
Disney
where
Express.
the Disney Express service is.
Yeah.
We went down the other end and we were sitting against the barrier, and the queue just joined where we were, so we just stood up and we were in the queue.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful and feel so lucky
Yeah.
that all happened the way it did.
We didn't have to panic. It was for us personally. It was a very not stress. It was fairly stress free.
Yeah, it wasn't completely
relaxing.
stress free because
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got our seats moved and everything got dusted around.
everybody's seats got moved.
Yeah. Which I don't understand why that happened.
No, the train was half empty, so it was fine because we just moved to a table, but we had booked seats at a table, and then we got separated. There was a poor lady that was sat in between us,
Yeah.
that really lovely woman that moved so we could
Yeah.
sit together.
It was very weird.
But she was by herself, and all of her
Yeah.
family were in a separate carriage, and
yeah,
the whole thing was crazy.
Our friends that we were traveling with, they got split up across like 4 different seated locations.
Yeah, so they got separated from their kids. Again, a really lovely couple moved so that they could sit together. It was just chaos. And look, obviously there would have been reasons behind it that we don't understand. And I know the strikes heavily affected them. But
yeah, and then we got to
the fact that they opened check-in so late and then just went, that's it, sorry, you're not getting on.
Yeah.
There were people crying and saying, I can't afford this, and where are we going to stay? It was snowing there. They were just stuck out in the snow.
Yeah, the
I just
station
feel
in
so sad for
Disney is not a warm station.
It's not a warm place to stay.
So you can't even just say, oh, well, we'll just sit here for a bit and work out a plan. Like,
And then,
it's freezing.
like, they were told, oh, just go get a train to Paris,
Yeah.
and then get the Eurostar from there tomorrow. But yeah, apparently there were people, I saw something on Facebook where they were like, we got to Paris and there were no trains. You know, trying to find accommodation in Paris weeks before Christmas is not going to be easy or cheap. So anyway, we're just really grateful that it was fairly stress-free for us.
Yeah, we in relation to everyone else, like our only real problems that we had was we got moved around a bit, which was a bit away, and
I just can't believe the way it was handled.
the food service that we were meant to have for our ticket we didn't have. So like in relation
That's
to
fine.
everything else, we're pretty happy.
Exactly.
And they're all things that you can forgive. But yeah, the fact that there
it
was
just
ample
handled
opportunity
really poorly.
to like at least process half the queue in advance and just hold us the
Even
other side
if
of
there
check-in.
was someone available, they could have gone down the line and started taking details or something. I don't know.
They could have done
I don't know.
all sorts of things.
It was just, like I said, the way it was handled. People said that they were in the queue and nobody actually told them that the train had already left, and they were still standing there
And
in
then
the
there was
queue.
just a member of staff from Eurostar that just handed out compensation letters,
Yeah,
which is brilliant, but not what you want.
yeah.
There was no announcements. The announcements that were done when we were there weren't really helpful ones. They were all about other types of services and not ours.
I think the main point to take from this is the Eurostar service is fantastic and so simple, but they're not good with communication. So our train changed time to an earlier time. It was supposed to leave at just after 6. It was then changed to, because of the strikes, like 4:46 or 4:49, something like
And
that.
we only knew about that because our app updated.
Yeah.
And
We didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't tell us.
The app didn't tell us. It was only because we went in to check the tickets.
Well, actually, it was because our friend that we were traveling with saw somebody post online in a Facebook group for Disneyland Paris that their train time had changed, and she was like, oh, okay. So she went on the app and it had changed, and then we updated our apps and it had changed. So So, and we had notifications turned on. You got a text message saying that there was not going to be any food.
Yeah, I got told about no food, and that, but not
but
about
nothing about any train time changes. So, just bear in mind, have the app. Always check it. Like, check it every day.
when you get close to you.
When you, yeah, like maybe in the week leading up to, and you know, the day before you travel.
I think
Just always check it, because communication, their service is brilliant, their communication is not.
And when you're when you're about to travel and stuff like that, just make a mental note that an hour to an hour and a half is a good time to get there. Like, make sure that you leave yourself, particularly when you're going from France.
We left we got there nearly 2 hours before our train, so just give yourself plenty of time.
Don't try and think, oh, I can squeeze in something else. Just don't chance it. It's not worth it.
Don't chance anything. We just really hope that everyone that was left there is okay and taken care of and found somewhere to stay. It's just awful. My heart's breaking for them. All those kids that were left there.
That was the worst bit though. It's just before Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not a nice way to end a holiday that was probably really good.
Yeah, exactly. And it puts a dampener on
Puts a
your holiday.
proper dampener on it, and for kids as well, it's like it adds a sense of fear to ever using trains again.
And seeing your parents stressed like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope everyone's okay. I literally can't get my head around it. It's insane. But we had a lovely time. What's your favourite ride?
So, my favourite ride has to be... Well, it's really tough. So, I'm sort of stuck between two. So, Hyperspace Mountain.
Yes.
And then...
Flight Force.
Flight Force.
I thought you would say that.
I like those
Flight
two.
Force is really good.
The new overlay on Flight Force is really cool. With the Iron Man as you walk in.
Yeah, that was
that's
cool.
The Hyperspace Mountain overlay that they've done for Star Wars is pretty lackluster.
I loved it. No, okay. The queue
That's what I mean.
is lackluster. But when I think of the overlay, I mean like...
Oh, you mean the ride itself?
The ride itself.
No, the ride itself is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think Space Mountain is my favourite. Or Hyperspace Mountain.
Yeah.
I think it's my favourite. I also loved Ratatouille. And I did really like Big Thunder Mountain as well. But I think I think Space Mountain and Ratatouille, they're both like completely different ends of the spectrum.
Ratatouille was amazing. That was Hudson's
he loved that.
favourite
But
ride.
Hudson 100% Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear was his favourite.
He has a newfound love for Buzz Lightyear now. Every time he saw a Buzz, he was like, Buzz!
We were like walked in on the last day and we're like, what ride do you want to do? And he goes, Buzz.
Yeah. On the last morning, he's like, Buzz. And then he just goes, Buzz. So we're like, oh. Even though we did it like 4 times the day before, we're like, okay, fine.
And luckily, like, it was a walk-on. It was like for less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was a walk-on.
So we did it twice.
It was really good.
He loved it. And it was amazing.
It
It was fun for us every time because he was in control of the little like Space Ranger thing that you're in.
It's the funnest thing. If you have a toddler, just let them be in charge of the little car
joystick thing. Yeah.
And you just shoot, because honestly it makes it so much more fun.
But it's just more amusing. Like
you're just like aiming at something and suddenly you're like, ugh!
Suddenly he's like, nah, bored of this, and then or you start spinning.
Yeah.
Constantly.
He just loved it, and he was giggling and we were cracking up laughing. It was just a really, really good time.
Yeah.
But we had a great time and we definitely will be back. I'm sure this is...
It's not the first.
I mean, we've already booked Florida, Will and I. We've booked Florida for our honeymoon in summer. So we're very excited about that. But this is definitely not our last Disneyland Paris trip.
No.
We fell in love.
Off up to London next week.
Yeah, we're going to London next week.
So we'll do a little bit of...
we'll try and film a bit there. We're going to finish this vlog series here because we're just waffling now for like 14 minutes. We've been waffling on. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this down a bit. There is still snow.
Yeah, we come back to snow. Well, we had snow on the last day at Disney as well.
Yeah, it snowed in Disney, which was the most magical thing I've ever seen. Hopefully I got enough footage of it and you can see it alright.
Hudson loved that. That was
By the end of it, I wasn't filming that much because I just wanted to enjoy